I'm gonna need a beefier setup for this game. Luckily I have this modified Intel 286. Just put it in there. Oh hey, I have arms now. And we can skip the boot up sequence. Hey, this one actually does have music! But it doesn't sound very good, so I'm going to play the remastered music. Wolfenstein 3D. This is the first one I'm actually excited to play. The other ones were kind of just chores I had to get through. We'll be starting with the manual, just like the others. However, this one has a digital intro manual type of thing, but I don't think it's very good, so I'll be reading the paper manual instead. Alright, let's get started. Actually, no, we're not getting started with the manual. His name. I cannot find the correct pronunciation. I've heard it said so many different ways. I'm almost certain it's pronounced Błaszkowicz because it's a Polish pronunciation, but people in game sometimes pronounce it Wix, but that can't be right. And I've heard people in the real world pronounce it Witz, Błaszkowicz. There's no T. Oh. So I guess I'll just say Błaszkowicz or just say BJ. Haha, BJ. But it is so confusing. Okay, editing correction here. So I looked at the Wolfenstein wiki and it is pronounced Błaszkowicz. That's just how they say it in the game because that's what they just decided, I guess. But the Polish pronunciation is Błaszkowicz. That's how you're supposed to say it, I believe. But it's Błaszkowicz. Shut the fuck up. Wolfenstein 3D. Episode 1. Escape from Wolfenstein. The story so far. You're William J. B.J. Błaszkowicz, the Allies' bad boy of espionage and a terminal action seeker. What the fuck? Your mission was to infiltrate the Nazi fortress Castle Hallhammer and find the plans for Operation Iron Fist. I'm not saying that shit. The Nazis' blueprint for building the perfect army. Rumors are that deep within Castle Hallhammer, the diabolical Dr. Schaubs has perfected a technique for building a fierce army from the bodies of the dead. It's so far removed from reality that it would seem silly if it wasn't so sick. But what if it were true? You never got a chance to find out. Captured in your attempt to grab the secret plans, you were taken to the Nazi prison, Wolfenstein, for questioning and eventual execution. For 12 long days, you've been imprisoned beneath the castle fortress. Just beyond your cell door sits a lone, thick-necked Nazi guard. He assisted an SS dentist/mechanic in an attempt to jumpstart your tonsils earlier that morning. You're at your breaking point. Quivering on the floor, you beg for medical assistance in return for information. His face hints a smug grin of victory as he reaches for his keys. He opens the door. The tumblers in the lock echo through the corridors and the door squeaks open. His mistake. A single kick to his knee sends him to the floor, giving him your version of the victory sign. You grab his knife and quickly finish the job. You stand over the guard's fallen body, grabbing frantically for his gun. You're not sure if the other guards heard his muffled scream. Deep in the belly of a Nazi dungeon, you must escape. This desperate act has sealed your fate. Get out or die trying. Also, dinners heal you. First aid also heals you. There's ammo, guns, treasure for points, but I don't care. Keys for doors. It says you won't need to search for secrets to find keys. That's bullshit. That happens multiple times. I don't know why they capped. Also, 1-ups for full health and full ammo, and 1 life. However, I'm quick saving. I'm not using the life system. This is 2025. I'm not doing that. Alright, let's get started. Starting in the cell, I see the dead guy at my feet that we killed in the intro. Just like the first game in this series, we gotta break out of Castle Wolfenstein. This is a new timeline, by the way, not connected to the previous games we've played. Okay, let's do what we do best, kill some Nazis and break out of Castle Wolfenstein. Armed with just a pistol and a knife, I make my way through, killing guards and guard dogs, looking through cells trying to find health or ammo. In a secret, I find a machine gun early. Nice. Shortly after, I find the elevator, which concludes floor 1, taking me to floor 2. I'm actually having some fun. On the second floor, I just continue doing the same old, going through the prison and killing Nazis until encountering an SS guard. These guys are armed with machine guns that melt your health, so I typically prioritize them in fights. Not gonna lie, there isn't much to go over on most of these floors. There aren't many changes, it's just kind of doing the same thing, killing stuff and taking treasure when I can, until I find the chain gun on floor 4. Oh hell yeah. I'm having a good time with these fun maps, like looking for multiple keys and different doors and other cool stuff. It's very fun. Not that it moves the plot in any way, but it's basically just video game busy work, but it's fun busy work, so I don't really mind. It's also just how games were at the time. Eventually reaching the 8th floor, I notice the game is kind of stalking me up here, and I have a sense of what's going to happen next. And on the next floor, we fight our first boss, Hans Gross. In a big suit and armed with 2 chain guns, he's a tank. He doesn't get stunned with gunfire like the other ones, so I have to hide and peek out when he's not shooting, because otherwise he would just destroy me. After a little while, he finally goes down and drops a key allowing me to escape from Castle Wolfenstein, concluding episode 1. Yeah! Congratulations. You run out of the castle and hook up with the underground. They inform you that the rumors were true. Some hideous human experiments were seen around Castle Hollowhammer. So Operation Eisenfaust is real. You must journey there and terminate the maniacal Dr. Schaubs before his undead army marches against humanity. Moving straight into episode 2, let's read the manual's introduction. Episode 2, Operation Eisenfaust. You escape from Wolfenstein and struggle your way to the Allies' front lines. While you were imprisoned, more evidence of the Operation Eisenfaust, Iron Fist, was uncovered. Gravediggers are becoming Hitler's best recruiters as Dr. Schaubs is preparing to unleash his hideous creations upon the free world. With the force of an entire army of undead killing machines at Adolf's disposal, nothing can stop him. You are the only one who can defeat the evil Dr. Schaubs and keep his hideous experiments from coming to fruition. Venture into the depths of Castle Hollowhammer and inject Dr. Schaubs with your brand of justice. Alright, let's recap the story so far. So, you're BJ Blazkowicz, and you're going through trying to, uncover this Nazi plot to revive the dead or whatever, to have more troops to make them like super powerful or whatever. And so, in doing this, you get captured and taken to Castle Wolfenstein. That's what we just did. We escaped from there. But now we have undeniable proof that they are in fact raising the dead. So now we're gonna go and stop the scientist doing that, Dr. Schaubs. So let's go do that. Let's go do that. Okay, so we begin the second episode, chasing after Dr. Schaubs, and I have nothing, just the pistol. A little confusing to me. I would think I would bring all my stuff with me to this actual mission now that I've escaped, but whatever. Also, I'm still in my prison uniform. That's odd to me, but maybe it's not a prison uniform. It's like some special operative shit. I don't know. They probably just didn't bother changing it. Anyways, in this level, like I was talking about earlier, with these zombie guys, they're mutants, and they've got a third arm holding a gun, and they shoot every time they hail Hitler, which is funny, but not so funny because they're hard as shit. And you just have a pistol, they fuck your ass up, they fuck you up. So you know, I'm looking for a gun as quick as I can, truly. Not gonna lie, I don't really want to bore you as much as I already am, but after you get guns and stuff, it's kind of just the same gameplay, really. No new weapons are added. I'm just gonna spoil alert. No new weapons will be added. Or we get no new weapons. So it's just kind of the same thing over and over and over again. But eventually we reach the end and we fight Dr. Shabs. We get a little replay of his death, pretty cool. And then we're done. We can move on to the next mission. Going after Hitler? What the fuck? Okay, I'm a little sick of reading these manuals. You know, I don't want to sound all grumpy, but you know, it's a lot of manual reading on this channel. So we're gonna skip this real quick. Episode 3, Die Fear or Die. Basically, killed Shabs, crushed Hitler's plans, creating an undead army. You know, his dreams are vanquished. Oh no. Or yay for us. Yippee. He sunk deeper, and you know he's costing a lot of his army's lives. You know, he's losing. He's on the losing, but he's not going down without a fight. So we gotta go in and we gotta go in and kill him. We gotta get him. By ourselves. What the fuck? Why? That's another thing. Why are we doing such shit by ourselves? I get, you know, it's just of the time. They couldn't do. You have help, but like we're going to kill Hitler by ourselves. Like I feel like this is a bigger deal. Maybe some type of team or something. I don't really know. Okay, so we're just, you know, we're continuing what we've been doing. You know, just killing Nazis. You know, getting our stuff back, getting our some chain gun, our machine gun. Pretty sick. We get to fight new enemies. They're called officers. They're these like smart soldiers. They wear white and everything. They run around really quick. And then we kill them. So that's fun variety. I like the variety. Thankfully, a lot of these missions are very short. I guess they ran out of steam on these like long missions. A lot of these, for me at least, were just super short. I just kind of ran through them. Skipping to the end here, we reach where Hitler's at. You know, I'm thinking we're just gonna kind of shoot him in a chair or something. I don't know. I just kind of what I thought in my mind. No, he's in a mech suit. So we're fighting Mecha Hitler, you know, doing the same like thing with the other two bosses, just kind of running around, you know, avoiding him, trying to get hit because he doesn't get stunned. And then eventually I destroy his suit, but then he crawls out. It's a two-phase boss fight. He comes out and he's got 2 chain guns and shooting us. So we just continue doing the same thing until we eventually kill Hitler. We get another little like kill cam. Pretty cool. And you know, that's it. We're done. We finished it. Pretty cool, pretty short. Didn't take very long thing to do. Why are there 3 more missions? Killed Hitler. I don't know what else could we possibly do. They're prequels. They're called the Nocturnal missions. They offer no variety, and it's just the same thing again for 3 more missions. How come? Okay, so I'm just gonna run through the bosses since the gameplay isn't all that different. And nothing different happens throughout these missions. So I'm just gonna run through the bosses. Okay, first step. We got episode 4, a dark secret. We gotta stop this scientist, Otto Giftmaker, something like that. Cause he's designing chemical weapons. No! So we go in there and then we kill him. Oh yeah, we kill him. Okay, next up, says, although the scientist is dead, the plans are in motion. Episode 5, Trail of the Madman. Where we eventually fight Gretel Gross. It's Hans Gross's sister, you know, Hans and Gretel, like, you get it? She dies, we kill her. Yeah. And so finally, episode 6, Confrontation. Prepare for the final battle with General, I'm not even gonna attempt that, organizer of the chemical war. wade through the waves of soldiers and stop their Geneva Convention breaking... What? Machinations, sorry. So we go in and we kill that guy too. I wish the time it took to actually play all that was as quick as I just summarized it. Because that took so long, and I was really sick of it by the end of it, but hey, now we're done. Now we are done. And of course, after this, that leads straight into us chasing after a possible rumor of a man bringing dead Nazi soldiers alive. And in doing this, we get captured, taken to Castle Wolfenstein, and making the whole game a big loop. And that's it. That's the game. Yep. I'm pretty sick of it by the end of it, but I'm happy that it's over. And no more Wolfenstein. Oh, come on.